Former President Goodluck Jonathan has replied his critics who accuse him of handing over a nation at the verge of collapse to his successor, President Muhammadu Buhari. Jonathan recounted the achievements of his government to include handing over a country that produced the richest man in Africa. Jonathan said, "I took over a Nigeria that was the second largest economy in Africa with a GDP of $270.5 billion in 2009. I handed over a Nigeria that had grown to become the largest economy in Africa and the 24th largest economy in the world with a GDP of $574 billion. I handed over dollars exchange rate at 187 per dollar official rate in our banks compared to their 360 naira now official rate for a dollar. I inherited a Nigeria in which the trains were not working and handed over a Nigeria in which citizens can safely travel by trains again. I also inherited a country where illiteracy rate, particularly in the northern parts, was alarming. I handed over a country where every state in the north and indeed all the states had a federal university. I inherited a country where there was a total infrastructural decay in all the unity schools and colleges of education. But I handed over a country with massive infrastructural improvement in almost higher institutions. I inherited a country where agricultural inputs and production were almost zero. But I handed over a country where a bag of rice was sold for 6,500 naira to 7,000 naira. My regime, since the establishment of Ecological Fund Office, did more irrigation dams in the north and other parts of the country than other subsequent administrations put together. I inherited epileptic fuel supplies resulting to endless queues at the filling stations. I maintained despite enormous challenges of fuel subsidies and handed over a relatively stable fuel regime and also at a managed local price of 87 naira per litre. I inherited a Nigeria that was a net importer of cement and handed over a Nigeria that is a net export of cement. Okay, so guys, these are the words of a Goodluck Jonathan, and he said this, and he said that, of course, we all are witnesses to what happened and what is happening now. And let's hear what people are saying, because needless to say much, but we still need to hear from Nigerians whether some of the things he said are true or not, or all the things he said are true. Let us still know. You know, just like I always say, there is no government that will not say, oh, I have done this, I have done that. But the scale at which they have done what they did is what matters. That is what we have been talking about. So this government will still come and tell you, oh, this and that, they are the ones doing this, they are the ones doing that, they are the ones doing this. And some people will not be praising them. To me, in all, you guys have done nothing. Because if you have done something, because this present administration is still boasting, priding itself that they have done wonderful things. They have done more than enough, more than your government. And you say you have done more than enough, more than the government you took over from. And that government, we still said they have done this, they have done this. Then if every one of you come together and say you have done, you are trying to praise yourself, then why is it that we are still where we are today? And my prayer is that the next administration will not be worse than this. Then we'll not be praising what we have now. Because as at then, when Goodluck Jonathan was there, it was not rosy, because that one 200 or 180 was talking about exchange rate. People were still crying. People were still complaining. Their 6,000 naira, 7,000 naira bag of rice. People were still complaining. People were still crying. The things were not still rosy for everybody. Everybody was complaining. So now because this administration is not doing well, it's worse than its own administration, then we are not praising it. I hope that we will not come back to this administration and begin to praise this administration, because maybe the next administration will begin to be held. I pray it will not be so, because in that case, that means we are not moving forward. We are just moving around circles, or we are still taking many steps back. And it's unfortunate, because the poor are still getting poorer. And one of the things he said was that, yes, he made the richest man. What are we talking about? How many people were you able to remove or move out of poverty or from poverty? These are the things we are talking about, not just one person. And that has just been the trend. Honestly, I didn't want to say anything, but you know, I speak for myself, because I know what I'm feeling. I don't know what you are feeling, whether you are living in a paradise, I wouldn't know, because you know, in this country we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm speaking for myself, and the way it hurts me, that is why, and what I've experienced, that is why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. I can't support any politician, because these people do not have my interest at heart. They might have your interest at heart. Maybe that's why you are supporting them. But as for me, why should I support those who do not have my interest at heart, who do not have the interest of people around me that I know a lot of people are going through stuff? How will I be happy? Even if I think I'm okay, what about people around me? Millions of people that are suffering. Then what kind of a system is that will take care of some few individuals and bind the remaining people to the Philistines? That's why we are talking the way we are talking. And some people don't want to say the truth. In areas which we need to say, oh, Goodluck Jonathan did well, we still say it. The areas which the Buhari will still do the right thing, we will still say it. But in most of the cases, what are the things that they do that gladdens the hearts of the people? They are so numerous compared to their good side, the good side of them. And you cannot be painting. That's why some people will tell you, because they are supporting one person, or maybe you are saying one good thing about the person. Then if the person does another thing, oh, they will tell you, oh, they have paid you, they have changed. No, we can't continue like that. Even when things are not going well, you tell us that we should continue in that line. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not in that category. If Goodluck Jonathan does what is good, we will say it. If he does something that is not good in the other side, we will still say it. And vice versa, irrespective of whose us is God. It is those of you who are sentimental, who are tribalistic, who are whatever, whether you are religious, you can continue to support people. If you think that you love those people, when they do wrong things, you still say, no, in this area I disagree. But everything goes anywhere belief is, you just follow them. So I'm here to disappoint a lot of people, because I've been seeing some comments. They will say, oh, you have changed. No, change what? I talk about Biafra on this channel, and I state categorically what the things that they are doing to them. And at times when they even do some things that I don't even agree, I will still say it. And that does not mean I have to insult anybody. We don't have to go in the way of insult. You just make your opinion known instead of trying to insult people. If you say, oh, I disagree with you on this issue, I agree with you on this issue, good and fine. That does not mean that you have to miss it with insult, because nobody has monopoly of that. That is it. Nobody has monopoly of anything. Some people might just decide to keep quiet, or just feel, okay, this one, you don't even need to pay attention to what this person is saying. But nobody has monopoly to anything in this life. That is just the way it is. So let us hear from people whether what Goodluck Jonathan has said is true or not. You are going to speak for yourself. They are going to speak for themselves, and they will say it the way they are feeling. You yourself, you can still say the same thing. Well, Jonathan equally handed over massive corruption and monumental looting during his regime. I realize that some Nigerians are really demonic. Some that are criticizing Goodluck Jonathan are just demonic, and they are poor in spirit. They are even suffering. But they have sworn oaths with the devil. Check their accounts. Okay, they hardly feed their families, but yet they will say Buhari is doing well. Jonathan, even though you ignore and denied your people's house in terms of projects, you work for the unity and progress of this country, of this nation. Of course, some people will still say, oh, you did well in this area, but you didn't do well in this area. Those are the things we are talking about. But some people, believe you me now, before you know, they will go in the line of insult. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let us know what you think. Thank you.